Donald Trump is finally worried about the Trump national sales tax. Here's the way Vice President Harris said it at that packed rally in Georgia tonight.
Donald Trump intends to impose a 20% Trump national sales tax on everyday basic necessities, which will cost the average family nearly $4,000 a year.
You know the opponent is worried in a political campaign when they use the language that the opposition is using against them to try to defend themselves. That's what Donald Trump did today in a desperate lie of a social media post saying, I am not proposing a national sales tax, as the Democrats say in their advertisements against me. Dems know what they are saying is a blatant lie. That, of course, is a lie. I am proposing tariffs on other countries that take advantage of us, hardly a national sales tax. These tariffs are paid for by the abusing country, not the American consumer. They do not cause inflation and will make America rich again, exclamation point. These tariffs are paid by the abusing country. That is the Trump lie. It's a lie that Donald Trump has gotten away with for almost 10 years now because none of the reporters at the New York Times or the Washington Post or any other news organization that has ever been allowed to interview Donald Trump has ever asked him, what is a tariff? Donald Trump would never be able to answer that question because the very simple truth of tariffs is that they are indeed a tax imposed on a person who buys a product from another country. Donald Trump wants to raise the price of every single television sold at Best Buy by as much as 60% because of tariffs that he would place on every one of those televisions. Every television sold at Best Buy is made in a foreign country, and Donald Trump wants to impose hundreds of dollars of tariffs on, say, a $1,000 TV. That makes the $1,000 TV cost $1,600. The price that you will see at Best Buy will not show the tariff. It'll just say $1,600. Best Buy will have already paid the tariff for you when those TVs were put on the Best Buy truck on the dock when they arrived in the shipping container. Best Buy is going to have to pay $600 at the dock right there to the United States Treasury in the form of a tariff. Best Buy is an American company. Best Buy gets its money from you. Best Buy is going to use that money from you at the dock to pay the tariff to the United States government. All of that tariff money, all of it, is American money paid inside the United States of America to the American government. And so, after Best Buy pays $600 at the dock to the federal government to bring that TV to the store, what do you think happens to the price tag of the TV at the store? It goes up by $600. That's called inflation. That's called pushing up prices by hundreds and hundreds of dollars, pushing up prices by pennies in some cases on very cheap products that cost less than $1, but pushing up prices on every single thing that is imported to this country. All 600 of those dollars from the tariff will go from Best Buy, an American company, to the United States Treasury as a sales tax. That's exactly what economists call a tariff. And that's why Donald Trump's tariffs will indeed cost you $4,000 a year as a family, at least. And that's why they are indeed a national sales tax. And that is why everyone in government prior to Donald Trump, everyone in politics prior to Donald Trump, has always regarded tariffs as a national sales tax, which is why they didn't think they could solve our problems with tariffs. A tax paid by Americans and only Americans, because the United States of America doesn't have power to tax anyone else. The United States of America doesn't have the power to tax China. It's impossible for the United States of America to impose a tax on China. So no, these tariffs are not paid by any other country. Donald Trump has lied to every one of his voters about that every day that he has ever mentioned tariffs, and there is not a single Trump voter anywhere in the country who has ever revealed himself or herself to be smart enough to know that Donald Trump is lying about tariffs. Not one of the Trump voters who work at Fox and talk to Donald Trump on TV is smart enough to know what a tariff actually is. No one working at Fox knows what a tariff is or who pays it. And those buffoons prove that every single time Donald mentions tariffs to them on Fox. But now Donald Trump is being prosecuted for his lies about tariffs by Kamala Harris. And she has found the right language for it: Trump national sales tax. That is exactly what it is.